Why can't I hear you?
We're live.
Are you going to do the introduction or no? Hey, everybody, welcome to Everyday Talks with Kelly.
I have you on.
Sorry. I didn't know. I'm going to part.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Talks with Kelly. This is Ewok Nation here, repping. What's up, my fellow Ewoks? Today, we're going to be talking about the Michigan primaries and some new information that's come to light. And I think you guys can probably see it here. Let me see if I can just drag it over a little bit. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. But you guys should be able to see what I'm putting up on the screen here, and I'm gonna let Psycho
Kelly.
take this away. Kelly, sorry, getting used to the new names. I'm gonna let her take this away because she knows a lot more information about this than I do. But I can tell you just from preliminary looking at this, this is a very, very telling piece of information. All right, Kelly, take it away.
All right. So this came to light to me today from a good friend of mine. And this hit the news channel over on the west side of Michigan. And this was up for just a moment, long enough for people to get some good snapshots. And they got them. And the feds, I guess, are getting involved because the guy I got this from is a fed. And they're getting involved in this. But if you look at these numbers, this is the results of the Michigan primary, which doesn't happen until August 2nd. So apparently, this news channel is psychic because they predicted the winners and they're all rhinos. Shocker. So we've got Tudor Dixon on top over Ryan Kelly, which in the polls, Ryan Kelly's blowing her out of the water, even with the J6 crap looming
Well,
over him.
it's not hard to blow, the competition and politics out of the water when your politics are a bit more sound. That just might be my own personal bias here, but I'll let you continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And then they've got Molinar over Norton. They've got Meyer over Gibbs, and they've got Wahlberg over O'Donnell. So basically, what they're doing is they're predicting the win, and Tudor Dixon is a rhino. I don't know if anybody watched the Michigan debates, but she sounded just like Whitler, but Republican, supposedly. I would probably refer to her as something else. Starts Republican, ends with a see you next Tuesday. And moving on, Ryan Kelly's my guy. Garrett Soldano is at the bottom, and I do have some friends who are supporting Soldano, but this is disturbing. And, we thought maybe only the DNC did things like this, but clearly the Republicans are up to no good as well because they're picking who we get to choose from in our next election. So this brings to mind bigger questions. If they're already cheating the primaries, are they going to be cheating in the election? And if they are they going to be cheating, so Whitler's going to beat Tudor Dixon. And so they've already got this pre-planned. Is that what's going on? These are bigger every step up with this. We get into some bigger questions on this. It's
I'm
insane. Oh, look at me. I'm talking like Kamala Harris. Weird.
I'm I'm just gonna come out here and say it. I'm gonna be honest. I have a bit of a bias. I do not like Tudor Dixon. I do not like her politics, nor do I like the super PACs that support her. And if you
Yep.
guys are into grassroots movement and actually making a difference on the right or the left, don't look at candidates that get money from super PACs. They're not gonna help your cause.
That's why y'all need to be looking at Ryan Kelly. He's your guy, y'all. Don't waste your vote. I'm telling you, if you waste your vote, you waste your vote. And right now, it honestly looks like if we go to vote, we're wasting our times. but hopefully this can be stopped in time for our primaries. But we've got the 2022 midterm elections, and these are really important for us right now, just because in order to stop the policies going on in DC, we need to get our people and our grassroots. We need them all the way. Our
Oh yeah.
reps, everybody, we need them all the way involved in stopping what they're doing in DC, stopping the indoctrination of our children, stopping the use of COVID-19 as a tool to subvert our constitutional rights so that they can make more money and become bazillionaires while we continue to pay extraordinarily high taxes, extraordinarily high prices at the pump, extraordinarily high. I'm sorry, when you're looking at almost $3 for a dozen of eggs, we've got problems. We've got huge problems. Eggs,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
Because the
When you're looking at
quality,
an egg, go ahead.
I was about to say the quality, the quantity, and the size of the product hasn't changed. The only thing that has is the price, and it's total bullshit. I'm calling it. It's bullshit.
Well, they are making boxes of cereal smaller and they cost more. I live in a small town, rural Michigan, and I went into town because I was craving Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. And I thought, well, I'll go get a box there. Could be too much, right?
No.
540 something, 547
What?
for a small box of actual Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries, not a store brand. That's the local store in our town. It's supposed to be like an IGA or something. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Uh, yeah, I would
Yeah.
not pay that.
I told the lady, I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that much for a box of cereal. I can go to Meijer or Walmart and get their brand and get a big box for way less and just be throwing down a Captain Crunch for days.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Buy it in bulk. I mean, hey, before that gets jacked up too.
Yeah. So with that being said, we really need to look at who we're voting for in these primaries and who we're voting for in 2022 because we have to bring our grassroots back in. We need to get our people in and those people out. They have to go. And this is how we do our revolution. This is how we change the course of our nation. And, a lot of us say, oh, we're patriotic because we put our hand over our heart and we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, I'm sorry, y'all, that's not enough anymore. It's time to either put out or get out. I mean, you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is. You're going to have to do some things. You're going to have to vote outside of the box because if you don't, we're all going to be in a big box, basically a
Um,
prison where we're the plebes and they're the elites. And, everybody's like, oh, that couldn't happen. That couldn't. A lot of things couldn't happen. A lot of things that were conspiracy theory 5 years ago are actually in play now.
oh
And
yeah.
we're not even talking about the social credit system that they want to bring in. And they're starting it now with insurance companies and things like that because they can get away with that. Your employer can choose to hire you or not hire you or even fire you over your posts on social media. Do you really want the things that you post on social media, those off-color jokes or those slightly pornographic pictures to actually affect your ability to buy a plane ticket to go on vacation? I'm just wondering. If you're down for that, then by all means, vote inside the box and trust these people. Trust them. Even though they told you they were going to do this, that, and the other and didn't do a damn thing and then forgot about you until they needed you to vote for them again. But you go ahead and you do that. And while you're at it, fill up the tank on my car because I can't afford this gas.
Yeah, yeah. No, I pay for diesel. Uh, it's pretty miserable right now, and like I seen the prices going down lately, but I do kind of miss that $2 a gallon for gasoline thing that was going on. That was kind of good. It was good for the
Yeah,
economy for everyone.
that was definitely the bomb.com, like on the for real. The come on now. I miss filling up my tank for like $30. Come on, give a girl a break.
Well, you could do that if you just buy like a Prius or who was it? What's that man's name? The leader of the Department of Transportation. right now.
Oh,
What?
Buttigieg.
Yes, I can never pronounce his name correctly, so I'm just going to save everyone the
I
jokes.
Booty Jig. His name is Booty. Booty
Listen here.
Jig. Booty Jig.
I speak two languages, English and
Mhm.
American.
I
Moving on.
speak two languages, English and sarcasm and
Right.
profanity. That's three. I forgot how to count. I'm old.
We are so digressing.
Down that
But
rabbit hole. Oopsie daisies.
I don't
So
know where I read this about what he was saying about the gas prices, but he was pretty much saying if you're complaining about the gas prices, you should have got an EV. You should just go get an EV, acting like your average Joe has 60 grand laying around minimum to go pick up one of these things
yeah.
that I guess these self-driving cars are crashing, which is not good. And you know, we already have infrastructure set up. I don't think the infrastructure is there to set up for everyone to charge their damn cars yet.
No, they're not. In fact, Michigan has so many cars that are getting plugged in now anyway. They want you to not run your air conditioning. Well, I'm sorry, Whitler. You know what? I'm going to be running my air conditioner because the humidity, one, makes my hair frizzy, two, makes my skin feel wet, and three, makes me unhappy. So I'm going to shut my windows and I'm turning on my air, Governor Whitler. So eat a bag of dicks and Consumers Energy and Detroit Edison and the rest of you and General Motors and all you little fuckwads, you turn off your fucking air conditioner. How about that? You don't need to air condition your 5,000 square foot plus homes. You can just run some fans.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
because
yeah.
I can guarantee you those
Oh
assholes that are telling you to not use your air conditioner, those assholes got their shit set at 68.
yeah.
Bet.
Like this the governor of New Jersey, I forgot his name. He went to the beach when he told everyone to go to lockdown and close the beaches. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
we
let's
had
be honest
Gavin
here.
Newsom. Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi getting her hair done in a salon that wasn't open to customers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gretchen Whitmer shutting down all the boat things, but expect all the boat launches and stuff. But her husband gets to launch a boat. Are you serious? Y'all
wow.
need to, like, seriously open up your eyes and just, I don't want to yell at you to wake up and quit being sheeple. But honestly, those are really rude things to say to somebody, but the fact is we're at a crucial time in our civilization where these next elections are going to make or break what our country is, what it's going to be. And the changes that I'm seeing, I'm not liking. I don't want my grandbabies rolling through this type of, being entertained by drag queens and being introduced to sexual material in elementary school and being introduced to pornography and things like that. This is not how we raise our children. And, I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not going to ever tell you what you're doing is wrong or right, or you're going to hell, or you're doing this, that. The only time I'm telling you to go to hell is if you piss me off. I'm going to be like, you can go to hell.
I was telling
And
him to eat
that's
a
it.
bag of dicks.
Well, there's that too. I have a few, and fuck off is one of my favorites.
You know, one
But
thing this country
regardless,
desperately needs more than anything else right now is a thick skin.
oh, Lord have mercy. I am done walking on eggshells. And honestly, I don't play with that pronouns. If somebody looks at me and says their pronouns, I'm rolling my eyes. I'm rolling my eyes because I don't give two fucks. If you look like a man and you're dressed like a man, I'm calling you a man. If you look like a woman and you're dressed like a woman, I'm calling you a woman. And that's it. And if I can't tell what you are, well, then I'm be like, hey, what up, dude? And if you
Listen,
don't like that, I don't know what to tell you because it ain't happening. I'm not acknowledging your pronouns. I'm not going to run around telling you my pronouns are are she, her, and hers. I don't know. I I don't know what pansexual and asexual and I don't know what's the other one, fluid sexual. The fuck? You
gender
know what?
fluid. I think that's like
I,
I think it's like a gender identity thing. I don't know. I haven't really researched the topic. I don't really It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
concern me
don't
too
I don't
much. I'm not gonna
understand
lie.
I don't I don't understand any of it, honestly. Don't give 2 fucks. Your
I mean,
sexuality and who you go to bed with at night is none of my business. I don't
exactly.
really care. I don't care if you suck a lot of dick. I don't care. I don't care what you do. It's none of my business. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you about what I'm doing. Don't tell me about what you're doing. If you're gay, you're gay. So the fuck what? Be gay. Because sometimes I thought about being gay. Some of the men I've dated in my life made me want to be gay. I'm like, maybe women will be a little bit better than this. You never know. But then I've got that bad luck where I'll be like get some crazy Brutus chick like beating the shit out of me or something.
Listen,
I don't know.
I think this country needs to come around and like have mutual respect. Like, I'm not trying to offend you if I misgender you. If I assume that you're a male and I go at you with a male pronoun, I'm sorry. It was not meant as an offensive means. If you tell me what your pronoun is and what you want me to call you, that's fine. I'll call you that. I have no deal with it because at the end of the day,
Yeah, that's
I get to
you.
go home, you get to go home, and none of it really fucking matters in the end.
I don't know. You
Some
come
people
at me
do
with
blow it out of the
pronouns
proportion.
and you define your pronouns, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if you define your pronouns to me, I'm going to probably purposely screw it up just to piss you off because at that point you've already irritated me
Jesus.
because I don't really give 2 fucks. How about that? 0 fucks given
I mean, it
on
also
your
kind of
pronoun.
goes like if you're gonna give it, I'm sure you expect to get some back, right?
I don't care.
Right?
I've been called old. I've been called a bitch. I've been called everything. You can call me whatever you want because at the end of the day, unless you're calling me for dinner, I don't care. Sticks and stones, bruh. Sticks and stones. And at this point,
Exactly,
with
bro.
my podcast and the way that I talk about things, I'll get doxxed. Dox me. Dox me. I will give you the information to put out there. Dox me. I don't care. I don't give a shit what
Well,
your
no.
pronouns are. I don't care who you sleep with or what you sleep with, unless you're screwing animals. If you're screwing animals,
Yeah.
you
We might
are.
need to talk about that
Oh,
because that could be a problem.
yeah.
I won't talk about it.
Yeah, you stay away from the animals. I tell you what, there's a guy somewhere in this country that got in trouble for doing it with like a dog, and another guy did it with some sheep. I'm like, what the hell is it's always guys. It's never women screwing animals. It's always men. Y'all are broken.
Whoa, now, hey, 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 hey! Don't generalize all of us just because some a few really rotten apples.
Well, all Trump supporters are racist. So it's
Everyone's
okay.
racist.
And let's talk about hypocrisy and generalizations. Just because you support Donald Trump or the Republican Party doesn't make you a misogynist or a racist or anything. It just makes you a person who supports a better economy. And you have to admit, 4 years under Trump was way better than 2 years under Biden. And some of y'all I know are wishing Trump would come back. I want Trump back. I wish we could overturn this election and toss those two Beavis and Butthead right out of the White House. They need to go. Bye bye.
I'm not sure if I necessarily want Trump back, but if we can get some like Trump energy and like Trump protocol in, where we're not hiring in these career politicians that are in it for themselves and or another interest other than us. You
Right.
know, like why no term limits for Congress, senators? Why no term
Yeah,
limit
we
for
need
our
those.
fucking Supreme Justices? Why?
Yeah, we need those. Term limits are so super important. Times change, people change. And I don't know, let's talk about Pelosi and all of her business dealings and all these deals that keep, making her money under the Biden administration, these insider tradings that we're not allowed to do. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's how they operate.
Yep.
There's no way they should be making as much money as they're making, working only half of the year and spending the rest of the time doing nothing. And while they're working, all they're doing is harassing the other side of the aisle. And the fact is that whether you're Democrat or Republican, most of them are bad. Most of them. I'm not saying all, but most of them are bad. And would I support Donald Trump on another run? It depends on who they're putting up in the primaries. In the primaries, if there's a good one that I really like, I'll probably go for it. But if it's Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or any of those Garbage. Hell yeah, my vote's going on Trump. I'll drop it that way. Drop it like it's hot. For real.
Like a
I
hot
can't,
potato?
like a hot potato. Man,
Hot,
I
hot
picked up, let me
potato.
tell you, I had a toaster scramble. I pulled that thing out and burnt my fingers. I dropped that thing so fast it wasn't even funny. Like that hot. I've been dropping that, boom, gone. I'll be dropping that vote on Trump. Not that it's going to counter anything the way things are looking right now. So we've
Yeah.
got that. Yeah. So all that being said, kind of wanted to bring you that
So,
little tidbit coming from the west side of Michigan. Go ahead.
so you watched that 200 Meals,
I did.
right? I have a question, and I want your answer on this because I am curious, and I think some of our listeners might be as well. How do you propose that we do stop and like find this election fraud and nip it in the bud? Like, what are some means that some of these politicians can actually put, you know, into like law that we can do so we can stop this?
Well, we can stop letting these politicians be involved with our election systems. Have the states running the elections and not the federal government, because believe it or not, feds are running it, not the states. The states should be running these election systems, and the feds are running it because people like Nancy Pelosi and her husband have money into Dominion and Seidel and the other companies that are part of our election systems. So they're making money on those elections as they're cheating them. Now, here's the deal. I listened to a podcaster called Terpishore Maris, who's a CIA whistleblower. And we have been involved in the same thing that they did in the United States during the 2020 election. We've done that in other countries, Ukraine included. And here's the deal. These people are no longer being elected. They're literally selected, and they're not selected by you and me and we the people. They're selected by themselves. That group is selecting themselves. They pick and choose who comes in and who goes out. And that's what our elections are looking like right now. John James was winning along with Trump in Michigan in 2020 and should have beaten Stab Me Now and
Another
didn't.
career politician.
Another career politician, another one who's extremely wealthy on the backs of us. We're literally just mud under the rug to these people. And that's the thing is a lot of people don't understand. Oh, well, they care. They said they're going to do this and they're going to do that.
Hey,
And they're going to move mountains and bring the moon
we
closer to
have
the earth.
someone commenting here. He's saying, "Want to help? Apply to become a poll worker as soon as possible. There's a deadline." I can agree with that. If we're, if you're really, really concerned about this and you have the ability to, please volunteer. Please, please, please volunteer
Absolutely.
your time.
Be
I'm
a
not sure if
poll
you get paid or
worker.
not, but we need people that we can trust in the grass telling us what's happening, making sure this is actually impartial and not being,
If you can't make
controlled
it
in
for
some
the
way.
primary, make it in for the 2022 midterm elections. Make it in, watch them polls and take pictures, take videos of anything that's not supposed to be happening and make note of it and report it right away. Report it while it's happening. Use your phones. Everybody has a mobile phone. Do something. Say something. Don't let them tread all over you. Who cares if they dox you at this point? You're going to go down like the J6ers are right now for trying to protect this country and protect the integrity of our elections. It's so important. And that Derek? Hi,
No,
Derek.
that's not Derek.
No?
No.
Who was it?
Uh, a good friend. I'm gonna invite him to the Discord later. Hopefully, he'll join up.
Absolutely. Come on my show and talk. I mean, anywho, with all that being said, and the fact is yeah, become a poll worker. Everybody do it. Dude, there's nothing wrong with doing that. In fact, I'm going to check into that up here where I am. It's strictly Republican. Everywhere you go, they got Trump 2024s up already. Fuck Biden. That's all you see up here. So,
Oh yeah,
I
I've
moved,
been up there a few
I
times.
moved closer to where, where I feel a little bit more comfortable anymore with the gun tote. gun-toting farmers.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with legal people carrying, I don't care, concealed or open. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're legal to carry that gun, carry it. As long as you're not
Yeah,
crazy.
well, I have the papers, so
I don't think
they're
I'd
not
hand you a gun.
gun. I'm
I'd
gonna
hand
be
you
a
like a
red flag.
crossbow or something, but even then.
Now I got a red butcher knife. I could chuck that thing. I'm like, "Wah." I want ninja stars. I'm just putting that one out, or a boomerang.
Yep. All right. I think
All right.
it's time to call it. We're about 25 minutes in.
All right. Thank you everybody for joining us on Everyday Talks with Kellie and my wonderful son,
Ewok.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan Ewok, whatever.
All right, we're just gonna call him Jordan. I'm like, we've been using our gaming names, but I'm like ready to kind of just take this to the next level. You'll see some changes coming up here soon. We're getting ready to work on a new intro video, and we're changing. We're rebranding. Unfortunately, I had to take some time off. I haven't been feeling well. I've been dealing with some things. My oldest son got married. So excited about that. I love my new daughter-in-law. So I have a lot of things going on, and also I've been under the weather. So we plan on getting back into full swing here within the next week. Give you my word, we're going to be working on it, and we are going to get it out. If you'd like to take the time to subscribe, hit that reminder bell, like this video so I can get into the YouTube algorithms. That way I can get banned some more. And
Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because we
yeah,
want to spread this. We
and
want
we're
people to
going to
also.
be Yeah, we're going to be joining into Rumble, and I'm going to be
Oh
taking it
yeah,
to Telegram. I'll be creating a Facebook page. We'll go on there as long as we can, and we'll have a Twitter feed as well, and True Social. We're going to get into there. So I've got a lot of things coming up, and as we get these set up, we will include it in our description on our main profile for YouTube. And you'll be able to join us in all of those things, and we'll start posting more information. And I'm hoping to do a poll here in the next couple of weeks, kind of get your guys' ideas on things you want me to talk about, or do some research into. I will tell you, my memory is bad. So a lot of times I have to pull things up and read them and then bring them back. I have some health issues, so it affects my memory. However, I remember the important stuff, like the primaries and the elections and election fraud. And, and I don't know. I'm telling you guys right now, I don't know if I'd vote for Donald Trump. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. It depends on who's going up. But vote. That's the most important thing. And it is our right to vote. It is not a privilege. It is our right to choose who represents us. They do not have the right to take that away from us. We need to stop it.
word. All
And
right.
with
I'd like to also say, if you are interested, if you want to speak on the show, I'm going to drop a link to the Discord. And if you just want to get involved in the community at all, there's a Discord so we all can chat and talk about topics and bring up more stuff like that if anyone's interested.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. Woo woo.